And that was my karaoke recording from the Disney Wish, in case you missed it while you were on board. Really sort of, thank you, backup singers. I appreciate that. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And welcome home. It doesn't have the same feel and ring when you're leaving the ship and coming home, especially those of you who are suffering from the cold. Raise your hands if you're way colder than you should be right now. I feel you. It's the same down here. Today, it was like 70. So, but I literally have my little hot tea, not a hot toddy, Becky, a hot tea in my Disney Cruise Line mug to try.
The cold doesn't bother me anyway.
To warm the cockles of my heart, as it were. Dave R says, "Stop it, Lou." I'm 99.9% sure that's probably Dave Rashoni saying that. Because he's up in Buffalo. So, well, thank you very much for I'm admitting people into here as quickly as I can. Right, I think that's everybody. Who have you recovered from? Who? Wait, here's another question. Who spent at least a portion of Friday doing this little thing I like to call napping? I was exhausted. I was also hungry because of that.
Oh my God, how could you possibly be hungry? You had pizza and chicken tenders like 2 o'clock in the morning every day.
I literally need to have a conversation with my body like, look, there is no longer this ongoing like buffet of food 24 hours and there's no chicken tender room service, although Chick-fil-A versus from DoorDash is a pretty close alternative.
There's this thing called the oven.
Jesse flew home with a 7-hour wait at MCO. Where else would you want to spend your time other than in, although now there's a Wine Bar George in MCO. If you're flying in and out of Terminal C. Like a full Wine Bar George, like full menu. And yeah, it's supposed to be legit. I almost feel like I just need to fly somewhere just so I can go check out Terminal C. If only there was anybody who would go, whatever.
Really?
I'm going to do that one day. I'm just going to go to the airport. I'm going to look up at the thing and be like, I'm going to go to this place, eat, and then turn around and come home.
That was that mystery idea that we were talking about.
Yeah.
I know.
We were just talking about that.
We have a long conversation ahead of us for the 22 things you've got me chasing around right now.
Becky says we have a long conversation. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. But what will probably not be a long conversation, unless it's up to you, is tonight. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but we do actually have a lot of stuff to get to and to cover. We have like prizes to award. I have some questions to ask, and I'm sure you might have any questions for us, we can address that too. First things first, let's get to the allocation. Who's here just because you hope to win something? Becky's like waving her hands, like, get to it, Mongello. I got things to do. I either won or I didn't win. And then there's Kevin. Kevin is like evilly holding up, like, look at the wish tickets that I like finagled from Mongello and Mankin. All right, how about we do that first? You want to do wish tickets first? No, we'll do wish tickets last. Wish tickets last. We'll do wish tickets last because we have scavenger hunt, wish tickets, door decorating, ugly sweater, and I think that's it. And thank God I slept on Friday because it took me, and two good things happened. I had Friday to sleep, and thank God I am a mental midget and made the mistake of putting the answers to the photo portion of the scavenger hunt on the scavenger hunt.
That.
And
I cannot believe you did that.
I cannot believe I did that too.
That was hilarious.
For you, maybe. For all of you, it was hilarious. I was over it very quickly. I got over it very, very quickly. And then when I was grading papers, and God bless you if you're a teacher, I have always had respect for teachers. I always do whenever you have to do scavenger hunts. Thank God I didn't have the photo thing to grade as well, because it took forever and a day. So who did the scavenger hunt? Who actually participated in the scavenger, whether you turned it in or not? Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you learn anything?
Yes.
Were you frustrated at all? Who cursed me out along the way? That's fine. There's way too many people nodding their heads that you cursed them. The whole Batista family is like, yeah, we were Mangello. It's all right. It's fine. It was meant to be challenging. And it was also meant to be, as long as you had fun and were challenged, that's the most important thing. But I did have a lot of papers to grade, and maybe it wasn't challenging enough. You guys did really, really, really well. About halfway through, I got very nervous. I'm like, oy vey, what do I do if there's a tie? And at the end, it was close, like really close, like a couple of points close. There were a total of 100 questions and a 5-point bonus question. The top 3 scores, it was close, was 96, 98, and 100.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I said. Who thinks they got 100 on their who thinks they got 100 on their scavenger hunt test? Look at little Batista raising it. Introduce yourself for those who didn't meet you, little Batista.
Introduce yourself.
Peter, you think you got 100?
You think you got 100?
No,
Was it
No.
all you? Was it all Peter and everybody else just sort of rode on your coattails?
the whole family.
The whole family.
That's the smart answer, Peter. If
What were you-
expect
He was our secret spy for all the Oceaneer Club questions.
Right.
For those of you who didn't have secret spies, did you go to the open houses at the Oceaneers Club? Or were you like asking little kids? Were you paying little kids to go in and look for stuff? Were you like National Treasure? Well, whatever worked. Because Peter Batista and family, you won the scavenger hunt.
Oh.
You won the scavenger hunt. I was very impressed. Now, I fortunately did not take off points for. I did not take off points for penmanship, so you lucked out there. But you got the so very long and challenging bonus question, which helped you get to 100. So congratulations and thank you. Your prize is waiting for you on board the Disney Wish. You can go pick it up whenever you return. Thanks to MEI Mousetrain Travel for all your vacation planning needs. Visit mousetraintravel.com. We are going to send you an Amazon gift card because the holidays are coming. I'm like, do I send them like something or do I something that they can actually use? So Peter, I'm going to send you the card. You can choose to distribute it among your family based on how much they actually contributed to the scavenger hunt. How's that?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. I am very impressed, and clearly I need to make the scavenger hunt harder next time, or just make sure that there was an additional 45 photos that you never had a chance to go and look for. So you'll have to go back. So yeah, so you guys are our winners. Congratulations. We will send you your Amazon gift card. There was another contest, which we actually drew the winner there. If you weren't there for the ugly sweater contest, I think a few people posted photos, but Gretchen Zavarella, I don't know if Gretchen is in here tonight. Gretchen was our incredibly, horrifically ugly sweater contest winner.
And she wore it for the entire day.
Did she really?
Yes.
Good
I saw
Lord.
her about 4 hours later and she was
Yes.
still wearing it.
Well, clearly she put work into it, so you might as well just leverage all the work and get the most out of it that you can. It's like putting together a really good Halloween costume and only wearing it like on your street, and you're like, oh, that stinks, man, because not everybody's seeing all the fruits of my labor. So I'm sure we'll see pictures of Gretchen online other times wearing her costume. So Gretchen also is going to get, and Amazon gift card. Who participated in the door decorating contest? I have to scroll through all things. First of all, thank you. You are incredibly creative. The only request I would make for future cruises, if you could all sort of bunch up your cabins like in the center of the ship on the same deck, it would make things a lot easier for those of us who have to go and grade them. And you don't realize how big that ship is until you have to go to accessible staterooms on multiple decks at each end of the ship. So I got my steps in and more. I might have actually lost weight on this cruise just from the door decorating contest. And the entries were fantastic. I will actually post photos of some or all the doors that I took. I took pictures of all the ones that I saw, and I'll post those on there. And Becky and I went through all of the entries. I'm not saying Becky did all the walking, but we went through all of the entries together.
Wow.
And it was so difficult. It was so difficult. How difficult was it? It was so difficult that we chose not to pick one winner, but three. We chose to pick three winners. And let me see if I can do this without absolutely messing it up. I will show you
a lot of creative.
There was a lot of really special effects and like pyro and fireworks and lights and sounds and really, really, really impressive. Right, let me see if I can do this. God, I hope I've got this right. So if I am doing this right, can you guys all see that?
Yep.
That is our, wait, no, that's wrong. That's right. Do you see door 6628?
Yes.
That's the door you're supposed to be seeing. That is our third place, second runner-up, whatever you want to call it. We love the fact that there were custom magnets, lights. There was a custom Spider-Man and Yoda handmade magnetic present that was like clearly wrapped and gifted to me and Becky here on the bottom. All kinds of really cool stuff, and a lot of stuff you can tell was handmade. Those are the Brookovers in cabin 6628. So you are our third place finisher. We are going to send you an Amazon gift card. Coming in second place, let's see if I can do this right. Wait, coming in second place. Come on, Zoom. Do you see door number? God, I have so many windows open. Wait a minute.
7120.
7120?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm not sure if John Maloney is in here. They made the Maloney family spectacle of dancing lights, and we just loved the nostalgia. These custom park icons and the ship are like dimensional. I don't know what they're actually made out of, but something that I am not creative enough to do on my own. They had music. He had a little Bluetooth speaker here playing music, and I love the fact that he included personal photos of them during the holidays and in the parks and on the cruise line. So John Maloney, you guys are our second place, first runner-up, whatever they call it, finishers, and coming in at number one. And this was actually we had a really tough time narrowing it down between all these, but coming in at number one was stateroom. Wait, where is it? There it is. Do you see 8684?
Yes.
I see a lot of things.
What's going on? Wait, what do you mean you see a lot of things? You don't see my desktop, do you?
No. I mean, on the door.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot happening. And that service cart to the left is not theirs. But I'm not sure. Is Dawn in here? No, maybe she. Well, too bad, because Dawn, you won. Dawn Lee, this is like, it had sounds and lights, and I'm not sure if you can see like the little creepy Becky and Lou holiday people down here. But each one of these individual push-me's that they had all over the door played different sounds from the parks, from the show. My personal favorite was like the lamp, not the rat, like the lamp, not the rat. So they really, they put a lot of time and effort and work into their door. So Dawn Lee, wherever you are our first place door decorating contest
That was amazing. When we were sitting there pushing the buttons like crazy, I was hoping they weren't actually in the cabin.
I know. I don't care if they were in the cabin. I feel bad for the people who are in the cabins next to them because
Good
they're
point.
probably going crazy hearing those sounds over and over again throughout the night. So, for those of you who are first-time Wish cruisers, what did you think of the ship versus some of the other ships you have been on? in the past? Any thoughts about the staterooms, the ship as a whole, entertainment, dining? Give me your one sentence assessment of the Wish.
No way to do one sentence.
It's big and it's spread out.
Who said that? Who said it's big? Was that Tom?
Yeah.
Big and spread out. Anybody else? Donna says, I love the split bathrooms. Anybody else feedback, positive or
This
otherwise?
is Becky and Bobby. We loved it. She was just gorgeous, and we need to go on it again because we did not do everything we wanted to do.
4 days is not enough, right?
No,
4 days is not enough.
not on that ship.
Kevin says, I was very shocked to see the entire ship shut down by 11 to 12 a.m. Considering you were the person who was shutting down the ship every night at 11 to 12 a.m., I can understand. You wanted like a 4 a.m. rave to be going on throughout I mean, you might as well. 12 a.m. on deck 11 was empty on the sea day, says Mike Pope. Yeah, it's interesting because I think that's part of the reason why they changed some of the spaces, or at least it looked part of the decision-making process of maybe getting rid of the adult district is because they would have like dance parties in Evolution or the Tube at 12 o'clock at night and nobody would be there.
Mhm.
They're in their rooms eating chicken tenders. I'm speaking for myself. Everybody else on there. Did you hear the stat? Like it's 14,000 chicken tenders were served. I mean, I'm not saying that there's a significant percentage that I may have contributed to that, but there was, and it's one of the things I miss most. A lot of people saying they miss the drawers.
Yes.
Yes.
Rooms had more drawer space. I wish the drawers. I'm a packing cube kind of guy, so I sort of like the shelves, but I understand a lot of people didn't like that. I was surprised at how overflowing the adult section was. The Bayou is not the right bar to be open late. I love the Bayou space. Like I really love that space, although it feels like you're on display when you're in there because both sides are open. It's really strange.
Needs to be bigger.
The Bayou.
Yeah.
Like that would be perfect where the promenade lounge is on the other ships, which is why I like the Wonder so much. Mike says the Bayou felt like being in a mall. That's actually a really good way to put it because you've got those shops on the either side. Who thinks that those high-end luxury shops are not going to be there forever?
No, there's no way.
I mean, unless some of you are shopping there, then you know, good for you. But I don't see anybody in those shops.
Mhm.
So I don't know how they make money, or at least make their rent to use.
We missed the musicians in the lobby. There's a stage. Why is there not, some musicians at dinner time on the other ships? There's always music being played. No
There
entertainment.
was, so on past cruises, there was. So did anybody see Disney Victronics?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We love
The
them.
best entertainment. Like
Yeah.
they are so good. But they used to play in the Grand Hall, like around dinner time. So it was a really nice thing to come out to or come into.
Yeah. I think it's because
I
of the
agree.
Christmas
I agree. I'd like
tree.
to see a little bit of like light jazz, piano-y type of stuff in the Grand Hall.
But I think it's because so many people were getting pictures with the tree and it'd be too much going on with all that.
I wonder how much, if any, adjustments will be made for the treasure when it comes out, or is it just too far in production? Kevin says it was a $4 million diamond in the jewelry store.
Mm.
If the ship is going down, that's where I'm heading before the light goes. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, I understand it's there for, for
But so
Instagram
many
space.
of them in so much space.
But is anybody really seriously thinking about spending $4 million on a diamond on a ship?
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah.
Focus more on the characters and trees. I saw music being played twice. Maybe I went to the Chippendale pool. It was closed all 3 times. I had the worst timing accordingly. I will say, Amber, that's one of the reasons why I like the smaller pools. So if there is a Caddyshack moment in the one pool, you don't have to worry about closing the whole thing.
Ew.
What? It's a baby Ruth.
Ew.
Big deal.
It happens. It happens. Kids, I think that middle tier with the little waterfall, you sort of sit there with your back against the waterfall and you watch funnel vision. That's I wish we had more hot tubs versus pools, says.
You might have been able to buy that $4 million diamond had you not had to split the bingo jackpot.
Listen, I'm still kicking back and just enjoy. I'm just like making it rain over here. You get Chick-fil-A, you get Chick-fil-A. No, it's just one person get Chick-fil-A because it was like $17 after one. So
did anyone see the tap dancer that tapped to Victronics when they did that fabulous jazz set?
I think that was Kevin. I actually think that was Kevin.
She was fantastic.
She was great.
She was.
And she was in another show. I saw her in
Yes.
the Pirate Night. She was on the stage.
Yes.
She's one of the
She's great.
dancers. Yeah.
Pirate Night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
I
also-
loved that jazz show, and I just wish they did just a little bit more. They're so talented, so good.
Yeah.
That
Who
was
liked
one of the
Pirate Night?
half the fun of all
Who thought Pirate Night was really, really good? I love it. I love Pirate Night on the Wish.
Pirate Night was nice.
That was awesome. I think half the fun of all those shows is trying to figure out who's who and all the different venues, what's going on.
Right.
They had a
Although
little
Jack did not come down on his wire.
Jack did not make it.
Yep.
No.
A little,
technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Did anybody make it into Nightingales? I didn't get it into Nightingales on this one, but it's a great little venue, but the operative word is little. But on the last cruise we were on, they had somebody playing like his own sort of jazzy renditions of Disney parks music, and the guy was he was really, really, really good. He's actually at Jelly Rolls now. His name is
Michael
Mike.
Mastriani, I think.
Yeah, he's great.
Fabulous.
Because the guy who was playing in there didn't sing.
Yeah.
So the crowds were less. Because it didn't attract as many people.
Yeah.
Interesting. Who would go on the Wish again? Who would go back on the Wish again? Who'd like to go back on the Wish one more time? I'm scrolling through to see. And who thinks the Wish is a one and done? Tom's not sure. Tom's like, maybe. David's like, yeah, one and done. I'm in and out. Lisa says one and done. The Batistas are like, no, we're going back because we won the scavenger hunt, so we know we're going to win every single time now. Kitty didn't make it to Nightingale, spent a lot of time in the Bayou. So, all right, just a little bit of very, very non-scientific market research. But I know why you're all here. You're here because of these. You're here because of the Wish ticket drawings. Did everybody get a chance to win Wish tickets while you're on board? At least one?
Two.
I don't know. We gave out a lot. Like I ran out of Wish tickets on the last day, and I think I had ordered 500, 600, something like that. So we went through a lot of Wish tickets. And once again, thanks to Mouse Fan Travel, we decided that we're not going to draw one, not two, but 3 Wish tickets for valuable cash prizes or something that has a cash equivalent. So this, just so you know, this drawing is being monitored by the accounting firm of Dewey, Cheatham and Howe off in the side, so don't have to worry about any sort of illegal shenanigans going on.
Lou Mangello shenanigans.
Yeah. Becky's still trying to figure out the Dewey, Cheatham and Howe part. All right. The first number, I'm not looking. Not that it would matter because I don't know who I gave what to.
Lou, don't you have a hat? You got to draw a hat, right?
This is my clear hat. So this is my sorting hat. Look, I made a Harry Potter reference. I called it a sorting hat.
Okay, I'm going to give you half a point for that one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And our first winner is 0.
Oh.
017.
Ooh, early on.
Ooh, yeah, that's an early ticket. That one, this one probably got distributed in the Welcome Center somewhere.
So if they're not here, how are you doing this?
So a lot of people sent me messages saying I can't make it. Does this mean like I lose out? So I'm recording this. I'll post it in the group. I'm also going to post it on a private link on the YouTubes because some people aren't on the Facebooks. And I'll send a message out to everybody.
Somebody has it.
iPhone won. I don't know who iPhone is, but
who won?
iPhone.
Wait,
In the chat.
I have to find. Oh, well, iPhone is does not want to be seen. All right, iPhone. Well, iPhone, email me. Congratulations, iPhone. Email me, and so I know who you are, and we'll send you out your prize.
That's funny.
Congrats, iPhone.
Congrats, iPhone. We're all very proud of you. This next one does not begin with 0.
Yay.
Jim, what do you want it to start with? What's the number you want to start with?
I'd take a 1 or a 2 or even a 3.
How about a 2? How about a 2?
2 works.
27?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll put it back. I'll get a different one. 27.
5. That's me, Lou.
We have a winner?
Yeah, it's me, Lou. Dave Turner.
Dave Turner, you are our winner number 2. Here's all. One more. I'm not looking. I'm digging deep. See if we can get one in the 3s.
Yeah. So what's up with table 110? What did you guys do?
I don't know. The 3 of them won the door, Becky, and now I got a ticket.
I don't know. Something's up.
It's fixed. I
I was gonna say.
275. 2.
2.
That's my only 2, Lou. Sorry.
Oh,
I agree, Mike.
What is it? 28.
Five. 285.
275 and 285.
Wow.
Going once. I mean,
Your
doesn't
sorting
matter.
hat is flawed.
My sorting hat is broken. All right, so those are our 3 winners. Becky, I'm going to call an audible here. I'm going to call an. I feel like we just needed to. These will be our 3 main winners, right?
Just
For the
does not
3.
surprise me.
Wait, so let me just write these down so I remember. Not that it matters the order because they're all the same. 275, 017, and 285. Each of you are going to get a $50 Amazon gift card.
Nice.
Becky, I'm calling it audible.
Like usual, I'm shocked. Look at the shocked face.
I know, but who thinks that we should draw like 2 more?
Go.
yes.
These are for
Sounds
$1
good.
Amazon. These are for $1 Amazon gift cards. I just feel like we need to just mix things up a little bit. Who's feeling lucky? Who's feeling lucky? Oh, it's a 3.
Hey.
This is a good number. I'm feeling good about this one. I don't know why. I have no stake. I have no horse in this race. Who has a 3? Who's still in it? Raise your hand if you're still in it.
No.
Nope.
You won already, Dave. You can't win. I'm making the rules right now. You can't win twice.
Okay.
Who's still in it? 3, 4? Nobody is raising their hands. Oh, it's fine. This will be easy then. 3, 4, 9. Maybe I gave it to somebody who's not in the group. Nope. One more, Becky.
You're
unlucky at the bingo and unlucky at the wish ticket, says Mark Gilbert. Mark, M-A-K.
I still can't believe none of us we like had a third of the bingo thing and nobody won like a big prize.
There were some people who were close, right?
Yeah.
People who were close on the big bingo.
Like 2 away. There was at least 3 people who were 2 away. We got to play bingo again.
All right, Batista kids, you tell me when to stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
first number is 2. I'm just throwing his hands up. He's like, forget it. You've ruined Christmas again, Mangello. 2, 3, 1. The Brook over like bad number. It's just a bad. I mean, Becky, I could just keep drawing until everybody
This
wins.
close.
To do that.
If it's out of your budget, sure.
2, 3, 1. Nobody. Well, you maybe we'll see this in the video replay. Becky's like sending me texts. Stop giving away all this stuff.
You want the budget available for those 14 things that we're planning right now, right?
Right.
Yes.
There's also a bunch of expletives in there that I cannot read in front of Peter and JJ because your parents would have a lot of explaining to do. So those are our 5 winners, in addition to the scavenger hunt, the door decorating, and ugly sweater. Did you guys have fun? Both, not just on the call, but on the cruise as well?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any suggestions? Again, I'm calling an audible. Becky's like, shut up, just move on. Do you have any suggestions of ways to improve future cruises, things that we can do, events that we can do, activities, etc., that you would like to see on future cruises that we do as a group?
The wish makes it difficult for the whole group to get together. There's no big venue.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret, Dave Turner. There are no conversations about future wish cruises right now, so we've done 2. We'll see what the future holds, but in the immediate future, and by immediate future, I mean probably for the next 7 to 10 years. Not looking to do it's a beautiful ship, and there's elements of the. Don't get me wrong. There's elements of that ship that I really, really love. 1923, Deck 11, the Bayou. I mean, there's Victronics. There's a lot that I love, but you're right. For group events, it is not conducive, and hopefully you recognize that and know that we sort of did the best that we could with what we had in terms of group events and group space, and still enjoyed doing things together as a group. Did anybody find a duck, by the way? Who found a blue one of our ducks?
Oh yeah.
Did you like the duck hunting?
Yes.
I need to do more ducks next time, because non-group people were finding our ducks, and I don't know if I told this one at one. So I was trying to hide. I was spacing out the hiding of the ducks, and I was going to locations that I knew we would be in, like before dinner or before an event, and I would hide them there. And one night I went to Arendelle night. I went early, and I was going down the hallway and in that area around Arendelle, and I was hiding ducks. And as I was walking out, I see there's a woman there. And I turn around at the end of the hallway, and she followed me and went and picked up all the ducks. Like, Disney fans are stupid sometimes. Like, thank you for ruining for everybody else. Like, if you want to take one duck, knock yourself out, or like take him and rehide him. But she just took all the ducks. So I will get better at hiding ducks, and I'll be bringing in a lot more ducks in the future.
That's the problem I have with this whole duck hide, because I hid 24 ducks on the Wish and I only found 1, but there are people that post pictures in the duck finding in the duck Facebook group, and they'll go on a cruise and show a picture of having 30 ducks in their room. Oh, these are all the ducks we took. And I'm like, can't you leave some for someone else? That's kind of the point, is to have fun.
Or take a picture and then go rehide them again. Like, just tell us, hey, like, I accomplished this thing. I found my quota of ducks, and I'm going to go rehide them for other people and kids. Jesse says we hit 100 ducks and never saw anybody say they found one. Where did you hide your ducks? Like the engine room? We found a different duck. A duck ended up in my fish extender. Not sure how. Maybe somebody saw the tag and then saw the fish extender and made the connection and put it in there. So
yeah, we had a duck in our fish extender.
Yeah.
Jesse said, I'm pretty sure we can just wear flapper dresses on the Fantasy. I'm not sure if I saw that on the itinerary about flapper. You can wear flap. I'm assuming you mean you can wear flap. I don't necessarily need to wear a flapper dress on fantasy. Who is coming on the fantasy, by the way, April 15th, 2023? Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 7 nights, including an overnight in Bermuda.
8 nights.
8 nights.
8 nights.
8 crazy nights. Sorry, I get confused. 7 days, 8 crazy nights overnight in Bermuda. That's that is the thing I'm really most excited about, because I've never done that before. Becky, do you know, like, do you have to be on the ship again, like at a certain time, or is it just like a free for all?
Or what do you mean?
Like the overnight in Bermuda.
Oh, well, Disney sometimes has its own rules, but other trips that I've taken on other cruise lines, you can actually stay in a hotel if you wanted to that night, but we'd have to check with Disney because
Kevin's ears just perked up. He's like, finally, people are out till 4 o'clock in the morning. This is my kind of cruise.
Except there's nothing to do in Bermuda past 7 o'clock at night.
Well,
It sounds like Naples, Florida, like, which is God's waiting room. They roll up the streets around 7, 8 o'clock in the off season.
They roll up the sidewalks there in Hamilton.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the fantasy cruise, and the ship absolutely affords us some opportunities to do things that we've done in the past.
I have never been happier to go on the fantasy ever.
Yeah. No, I know. Because there were, and just so you know, not from lack of trying on my part, and certainly on Becky's part, there were a lot of other ideas that we had for things that we want to do on this ship. If you've been on cruises with us before, you know we do kids club takeovers. Like when we saw this on the christening cruise, like Becky and I were drooling about kids club takeover opportunities. It just was not in the cards for one reason or another on this ship, but hopefully it'll be something we can do again in the future. Oh, by the way, if you did not get a chance to check out or get the group photo, I have the group photo. I have scanned the group photo. I will post the group photo in the Facebook group for your viewing pleasure. I'm not telling you what you can or cannot do with that photo, but it is just there for me to share with you. And if you don't like your face or pose in the photo, there was 283 people. We tried the best to sort of pick the best of what we had. Again, that space was not conducive to trying to get everybody, but I think the picture came out great, and I will.
Still better than the beach.
It's better than the beach. Yeah, Becky was not having the beach.
No, that will never happen again.
So Aaron, podcast taping on the cruise. We've done that in the past. We've done live recordings on the ship in venues. There's like other games that we've done that I really can't wait to go and do when we have the big event. So the fantasy is places like the Tube and what's their promenade lounge? Well, they have D Lounge. Yeah, there's a couple other spaces that they have that allow us to do some of the other games. Which was the better photo, on the stage or in front of the tree? In front of the tree. I can show you.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Absolutely.
So it actually came out really nice. So, and I think you can see, I mean, I think they did a good job of getting everybody's face, or at least part of your head, in the photo. So, Michelle wants to know, what are the winning numbers? I'm sorry, I'm only allowed to say them once. If you missed it, you snooze, as one of my law professors used to say, you snooze, you lose, Michelle. I'm only kidding. The numbers are 275, 231, 017. And because we felt like being generous, 2 more, 349 and 285. And again, I'm going to put all these in an email. I'll put them in the group. I'll write a really, unlike previous times, I'll write a really, really, really long email. Don't make fun of the length of my email.
Totally. We're revamping War and Peace next time.
You know
Just
what?
so you know.
You start now, we can read it by April.
This is true.
Who said that? Who said that?
Brett said that.
You got to commit a
Who's
lot of
not
time.
coming on a future cruise?
Nope, I'm still coming.
Speaking of which, and this is my last question I have for you. I know we talked to a few of you on the cruise sort of very informally, but Becky and I have been talking even before the cruise about future group events, future destinations, future cruises and ports that we're leaving from. Very quickly, any thoughts in terms of a port you would like to leave from, or a destination you would like to go on, or even specific ship that you would like to go to?
I'll put a plug in for Alaska. Like
I was just let me turn around.
40th
Who would
time.
like to go? Who would like to go or go back to Alaska?
How many hands can I put in the air?
Yeah, I think Alaska has to happen again.
Norway. I like Norway.
Norway.
I love Norway. That was beautiful.
I'm either New Orleans or San Diego.
So, okay, those are the next two on my list. So who would like to do a cruise out of San Diego?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Just keep your hands up. I'm just trying to scroll quickly through and
I can't see the pictures.
what about another cruise out of New Orleans, which is one of my favorite cruises that we've ever done.
Would you ever do that?
Sure.
If it goes to Key West.
I can't tell who it is, but I love the fact that there's a couple having like a discussion and debate. Would you ever do that? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, raise your hand. You're not committing to anything by raising your hand, but I loved.
Can you say hi to Vanessa?
And what about, and I know we've talked about this too, there are serious conversations going on about a Rhine River cruise to go see the Christmas markets.
It's Danube, actually.
Whatever.
It's a river.
It's a river. They all look the same.
Next year.
Some river.
Some river. This is not going to be. It's sometime down, down the river a little bit in the future, but. Jesse Lee says a land and sea, Disneyland in San Diego. Stop reading my notes.
Let me ask this: out of all the things he just mentioned, if you could pick two of them,
wait. Let's throw. I want to throw some non-cruise things in there too.
Okay.
Just to sort of mix it up and for giggles. It doesn't happen because a lot of times when we do things, like if we do a land sea, like a you don't have to do both. Would anybody be interested in some sort of group Disneyland trip?
My gut feeling is saying this would not be a good trip for you and I, because I practice business in other ways. I should shut up because I'm not in this anymore.
I have to figure out who I need to mute.
And we can hear you too. That's great.
I'm trying to figure, there's just no, I'm like, oh my God, is there like a mute everybody button? And there's not. And I'm trying to find one.
It should be.
There is a mute everybody button.
Yes.
There is?
Yes.
Michelle, I think it's Michelle that you have to mute.
I do not have the mute everyone.
Again, how many times have I said, just please?
You're fine. I'll mute Becky. Oh, there it is. Mute all. Boom.
Killing me.
No, I said mute all, including Becky. So I asked about Disneyland. What about going to Aulani? You can unmute yourself if you have something to say, or just raise your hands. Okay. And then just for giggles, Becky, because you know it's going to happen. Two others, one definite, one maybe. What about a trip to London, Paris, including a little bit of Disneyland Paris?
Yeah, Michael, I can't help you with the retail part. So
Michelle wants to go to Aulani after her Hawaii cruise.
And the last one, I still don't know who to mute. I don't know who that is.
It's Michelle.
All right.
There you go.
Betsy says there's a lot of London, Paris. what about a little place that I like to call Japan? If only there was somebody, anybody on this earth who would go with me to Japan.
Even God. I have a headache. So here's our problem.
There's no problem. Let's just go. Just
These are
book it.
all great ideas. There's only so much money, so much time off, and so much time in the calendar. We need to prioritize first.
You want to see Becky? You want to see Becky's? I wish I could repeat. Like, I wish I can capture the moment when I said to Becky, "Oh, Becky, I have a great idea. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do an event a month? We'll do like a trip every single month, and it's like the WDW. Like, it won't be like an e-ticket weekend. It'll be the e-ticket like year of. I don't remember what I called it. Ashen. She was ashen.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello.
Yeah, if we knew we could sell out every single month, our business would turn to doing nothing but WDW Radio.
Year of 12 dreams, says Jesse Lee.
Jesse,
Maybe if I won the $1 billion lottery,
Exactly.
Right? How come he gets on?
It won't necessarily be a cruise every month, but we'll see. We'll see. I have lots of notes and ideas.
I know you do, and I still haven't seen the whiteboard, which scares
dreaded
me
whiteboard.
more.
Never gonna happen.
However,
grease tape in one hand, the whiteboard in the other. I'll take them
so
both.
out of everything that was just mentioned, and realistically, I mean, I know all of us want to go to Japan, but that trip is like a $8,000 a person trip plus air. So realistically, out of everything he just said, in the next couple of years, what 2 trips would you like to go on? Or you want us to really look at? River in London.
I'd say London and Paris and
Wow.
San Diego and
Disneyland and San Diego.
I'm seeing a lot of New Orleans, river cruise in London, San Diego.
San Diego would be great.
Diego.
Yeah.
Disneyland, river.
Riviera cruise.
Alaska, New Orleans. Good. So you guys are mentioning everything. Perfect.
Yeah, that's real. There's a lot more London, Paris, and River in there than there is anything else right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like London, Paris, and Disneyland seem to be the 2 big ones.
I would rather go to Alaska with you guys, but I'll go by myself if I have to.
No, hold out, man. Hold out. It's more fun going as a group. Alaska is my favorite itinerary. We've done it twice, and it has literally gotten better every time. The last cruise that we did in 2018 was it was a remarkable experience.
When was the last time you did a med cruise? Mediterranean?
Never a med cruise.
Literally, my 2 bucket list cruises are Alaska and the med cruise. The next 2 on my list.
One of the things with the med cruise to keep in mind as a group, med cruises are port intensive.
Yeah.
So you might have 1, maybe 2 days at sea, depending on what you're doing. So there's not really a lot of time for group activities. So it's probably not the best choice when put up against some of the other itineraries when it comes to a group.
That's why
Amber says, how cold is it? When we've done Alaska, we've usually done like the first week in June. So you still get the full Alaska experience, but you can go out on deck during the day and it's warm-ish enough that you can still wear like a hoodie or something. It was actually perfect weather because you can enjoy the daytime excursions and it got nice and cool at nights. And it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful.
And besides, when we went to Alaska, we didn't even take any jackets with us.
Yeah, I didn't either. The Floridian just told you about the weather. For the rest of us that aren't in 80 degrees all the time, it averages between 68 and 74 degrees typically on average. You can get times where it's up in the 80s and sometimes in the 90s when you're in the right in the peak of summer, but we try not to go in the peak of summer because the rates are almost double at that time.
And it doesn't, it's gonna feel like Alaska. Like you want it to be a little cold.
Yeah.
Like it is, like right now, it's 68 degrees. For the love of God, the apocalypse is coming.
It's like the perfect weather. I can't wait to get there tomorrow. Yay.
I mean, yay. All right. Well, this is helpful. This is definitely helpful
Is it?
information. Yeah, I think it is. No, because I think this is an interesting sample of London, Paris, and doing something West Coast.
River is showing up more than DL.
Right.
But
We can do all three.
DL, huh?
I think we could do all three.
I think we could do all three.
Dream big.
I don't know if everybody else can, but I think we could do all three.
Who's got the dartboard?
Awesome. Well, I do not want to monopolize your entire night. Does anybody have any sort of last all three in one trip? Now Becky's gonna have a heart attack. I didn't say that. He said that. Oh, of course Paul Hoffman said that. Lori is probably telling him we can just do all three in the same year or the same month. Any other last minute questions that you want to, or anything that you want to sort of address in the group? Otherwise, if you have anything, you can always reach out to me and or Becky as well. Again, thank you so much for being part of the group on the Wish. I had an incredible time, whether it was the first time we met or it is multiple times that we have cruised together. There really is nothing like being able to do it together as a group. And Becky, we say it every single time, like from the very first cruise, we got off, we're like, wow, we caught lightning in a bottle. We'll never get a group that good again, where such good people are getting together and we watch relationships form. And you did it again on this cruise. And I'm incredibly, incredibly grateful to all of you, to Sue and Grace, who were there helping manage things along the way and spinning a lot of plates. Thank you guys very much. And certainly Becky, none of this happens without you. So I appreciate all of you individually and collectively. I'm giving you a giant warm hug.
And we appreciate you too. So thanks for bringing us all together. It's amazing. This group was so much fun and I loved it.
So whoever picked the tables and where people sit did an incredible job, because we had great table mates. So just saying.
Yeah, it seemed everybody like, I mean, there was a couple of troublemakers here and there. I heard a couple of stories of some rabble rousers, but and it seems like all of you people want to sit together again on future cruises. So we'll just have to make sure you can be observed from wherever you are. But whether it was your first cruise or your multiple cruises, really, thank you again. I hope you have a very happy holiday, Hanukkah, Christmas, Festivus, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate, even if it is just the spirit of the season. You have given me a present in advance with the time that we had on this cruise. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You want me to sing again? Do you want to fire up?
Sure. Sing us out.
All right. Let me just, I don't like to do it in front of the camera because I get nervous. I get nervous singing on screen, but it's an old favorite that I'm gonna just ready.
It's the most wonderful time of the
chicken.
No, you're not getting grease. Bye, guys. Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you, Lou and Becky.
Thanks, Lou. Thanks, Becky.
Thanks, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Good night.
There'll be part.
Merry Christmas.